Alright, so we are looking at the SDA 2024 paper, the math, the section 2 questions, 2 marks and 3 marks worded problems. So first question we have here. 3/4 of 32 is equal to some number squared, take away 1. So we know if it is equal, that means whatever is on the left hand side is the same as whatever is on the right hand side of the equal sign. So let's start working out this here. So let's work out 3/4 multiplied by 32 over 1. 4 into 4 is 1, 4 into 32 is 8, 8 3s are 24. So you know whatever is on the right hand side needs to be equal out to 24 when worked out. So we know we have 24 is equal to some number squared, take away 1. So when we carry across the 1 on the left hand side, this becomes 24 plus 1 is equal to some number squared. This becomes 25 is equal to some square number. So therefore, to find out what the number is, it will be square root of 25 is equal to the unknown number. So therefore 5 square root of 25 is 5. 5 multiplied by 5 is 25 is equal to the unknown number. Number 22, a packet of sweets was shared among 4 students. Each student received 15 sweets and there was 5 sweets remaining. What was the total number of sweets in the packet? So good. So all we need to do is take it step by step. They said a packet of sweets was shared among 4 students, and each student received 15, and there was a remainder of 5. All right. So to calculate the total, we take the 4 students and multiply it by how much each one of them received, which was 15. And 4 multiplied by 15 is 60. And now, with that 60 that we got, we need to add on the 5 that remained. So therefore it was 65. Number 23. Is that 2 fraction models A and B are shown on the grid below. Explain why the fraction models represent equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions are fractions that are the same. So we see now that the whole is made up of equal parts. If we look at it here, we can see that both 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each one of them is made up of equal parts, and each whole also shaded the same amount of the whole. So we have one part here shaded and one part here. So it's 2 out of the 4 were shaded, and we have one whole here, and this half could make an next whole, which would be 2 also shaded here. Alright, so we know that the whole is made up of equal parts, and we also know that each whole also shaded the same amount of the whole to represent a half. All right. Moving on now to number 24. They said 2 fruit stalls sell mangoes at the prices shown below on the table here. We have stall A and we have stall B. Alright. They said, what is the cheaper price of 36 mangoes between stall A and stall B. Right? What is the cheaper price? Alright. What is the cheaper price of 36 mangoes? So good. So what we can do is find out the cost of 36 mangoes at stall A. So we know stall A is selling 6 mangoes for $9. So we want to calculate now how many sets of 6 we can get from 36, because it's 36 mangoes we want to buy each. So we say 36 divided by 6 is equal to 6. So you get 6 sets of 6. And one set costs $9. So for 6 sets, it will be the $9 multiplied by 6, which is equal to $54. So at stall A, it costs $54 for 36 mangoes. Stall B now, same concept. We want to calculate now how many sets of 4, because it's 4 mangoes for $5. So we want to find out sets of 4. So that will be the 36 mangoes divided by 4, grouping them in heaps of 4. And that will be 9 sets. One set is equal to $5. So for 9 sets, it will be equal to 5 multiplied by 9, which is equal to $45. Question asks, what is the cheaper price of 36 mangoes between stall A and stall B? The answer is $45 from stall B. Number 25, we have the number line below shows the values of A and C. A is 4 1/3, C is 5 2/9. They said the length AC is 4 times the length of BC. What is the value of B? So what we need to calculate first is the length from A to C. So from here to here, we want to calculate that total length. And to calculate that length, we just subtract the two values. So length from A to C would be 5 2/9, take away 4 1/3. How I take away mixed numbers is I convert the mixed numbers to improper fractions and then take away. So 9 5 is 45, 2 is 47 over 9, take away 4 3 is 12, 1 is 13 over 3. Now we find the common denominator. We know is a factor. 3 is a factor of 9, so you can just multiply by 3 here, multiply by 3 here. So you got 47 over 9, take away 13 by 3 is 39 over 3 is 9, so 47 take away 39 is equal to 8/9. Then they said that how the distance from B to C, alright, is basically a quarter of the total distance here from A to C. Alright, so now we could calculate the distance from B to C, because if it is a quarter, it's basically a divide by 4. Alright, so we take now the 8/9 and divide it by 4 over 1. So you say 8 over 9 multiply by 1 over 4. 4 into 4 1, 4 into 8 is 2. You get 2/9. So you know that the distance between B to C, that little distance here, is 2/9. Alright, so now we could just remove this piece from the total, because it asks you what is the value of B. Alright, so now that we know this little piece here is 2/9, the distance from here to here is 2/9, basically now value of B would be From C, which is 5 and 2/9, we take away the distance from here to here, which is 2/9. So you take away the 2/9 and it'll equal with 5. Alright, so the value of B is 5. Number 26. An arch was made using 280 balloons. For every 4 red balloons, 3 blue and 7 green balloons were used. How many blue balloons were used to make the arch? So, we know we're using 4 red, 3 blue, 7 green. So we want to calculate now how much balloons in total are used for one set. So total in one set would be 4 plus 3 plus 7. 7 out of 3 is 10 out of 4 is 14. So it's 14 balloons we used in one set to form this arch. Alright, so we want to calculate how many sets we used to make this. So they said because an arch was made up using 280 balloons. Alright, so sets and 280, so that is 280 divided by 14, which will give us 20 sets of balloons. They ask now how many blue balloons, and we know that it was using, in each set we were using 3 balloons. So for 20 sets now, it would be the 20 multiplied by the amount in one set, which is 3, and that will give us 60 balloons, 60 blue balloons. Alright, moving on to number 27. Kai bought sets of jewelry containing rings and bracelets. Each set cost $25 and contained 3 more rings than bracelets. Kai spent a total of $300 and received 24 bracelets. How many rings were in each set? Alright, so we know the cost for each set cost $25 and it contained 3 more rings than bracelets, and he spent a total of $300 and he received 24 bracelets. So good. So we know $25 equal to one set. So and the $300 that he spent, take the 300 and divide it by 25, and that will give us 12 sets. So we got 12 sets. Alright, so we know when he got the 12 sets, he got 24 bracelets. So we know 12 sets is equal to 24 bracelets. So that means one set would be 24 divided by 12, which is equal to 2 bracelets. Alright, and from the question they said they have 3 more rings than bracelets. So if you have 2 bracelets, alright, so we know rings is equal to 3 more. It will be 3 plus 2, which is equal to 5. So it's 5 rings, 3 more than the 2 bracelets. Alright, so it's 5 rings we got. Moving on now to number 28. They said David has $150 to buy pencils and rulers. Pencils being sold at $1.84 each, and the rulers are being sold at $8.13 each. They said, explain how estimation can be used to determine whether or not David has enough money for 15 pencils and 15 rulers. Alright. So let's calculate the total cost first. So you know the pencils. So we know it's $1.84. Alright, what we could do here is round up the cost of each pencil to $2 because it crossed 5, which is 50 cents. So it crossed 50 cents, so you go to the nearest dollar, which is $2, right? So it's 15 multiplied by $2, which is equal to $30. And then the rulers, we could round it down to $8 because it's 13 cents less than 5. So you leave it closer to the $8. So rulers is equal to 15 multiplied by 8, which is equal to 120. So the total cost, based on the averages and the estimates that we do on the rounding off, is $150. Alright, and he has $150. So based on this, we will see that he has sufficient money. Alright, so you can round up the pencils to $2 each. And round down the ruler to $8 each. The pencils cost 16 cents less than $2. And the ruler costs 13 cents more. So if you added on 16 cents, you still have a buffer, 3 cents there. Alright, so 13 cents more than $8, which offsets the cost. Alright, number 29. A piece of wire is bent to form a rectangle with a width of 8 centimeters. They said the length of the rectangle is 6 centimeters longer than the width. What is the length of the wire? So if you form a rectangle, let's draw it out here. You form a rectangle. Basically what they're asking you is the perimeter, the distance around to form this rectangle. They said that the width is 8 centimeters and they said that the length is 6 centimeters longer than the width. So that means it's 8 centimeters plus 6 centimeters, which is equal to 14 centimeters. Alright, so to calculate the length of the wire, it is 14 centimeters plus 8 centimeters plus 14 centimeters plus 8 centimeters, which is basically the perimeter of the rectangle, and that should give us 44 centimeters. Number 30. Philip plays football every 3 days and cricket every 4 days. He played football and cricket on the 5th of February. Good. What will be the next date on which Philip will play both football and cricket? So basically what they're asking here is for the LCM, the lowest common multiple, what that will align for both days, for both sports to fall on the same day. Alright, so the LCM now, lowest common multiple of 3 and 4. And to find the lowest common multiple, we divide by small prime factors. I'll start with 3. 3 can go into 3 one time without leaving a remainder. 3 cannot go into 4 without leaving a remainder, so you put back the 4. Divide by 2. 2 cannot go into 1, so you put the 1, 2 can go into 4, 2 times without leaving a remainder. Divide by 2 again. 2 cannot go into 1, so you put back the 1, 2 can go into 2 one time. We end up with all 1s, so we have finish. So you see 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are 12. Alright, so it's 12 days from there. Remember, he started, last time it was February 5th. So the next time, so the answer would be the 12 days plus, well, from the 5th, which would be add on the 5th, and that would be the 17th of February. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, 17th of February. Number 31. The center box is packed with identical cubes as shown below. How many more of these cubes are needed to fill the box completely? Alright, so we want to calculate now the volume. Well, we want to calculate the number of cubes that could fill this box. And to do this, we use volume. Alright, so we know now number of cubes. To calculate that, we take the length, multiply by the width, multiply by the height. The number of cubes that form the length, the number of cubes that form the width, multiply by the number of cubes that form the height. So let's calculate the length. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8. The width, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, 6 for the width, and the height 1, 2, 3, 4 for the height. Alright, 6 is 48 by 4, 192 cubes. So it takes 192 cubes to fill this box at present. So this, right now we need to calculate how many cubes that we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We have 19 cubes at present in this box. The said from the question is how many more cubes. Alright, so to calculate how much more that is needed, we take the total, which is 192, take away the amount that it currently has, which is 19, and we'll end up with 173 cubes. Number 32, Mervyn started to tile a room at 8:40 a.m. He took 4 minutes to lay each tile. Alright, after he laid each set of 30 tiles, he took a 45 minutes break. Mervyn laid a total of 90 tiles. At what time did he finish laying all the tiles? So good. So if they said he takes 4 minutes, so he took 4 minutes to lay each tile, and I have a total of 90 tiles. We want to calculate the time taken to lay all 90. So let's do that first. So that will be 90 multiplied by the 4 minutes. 9 4s are 36, so that's 360 minutes. Good. The said here now that after he laid each set of 30 tiles, he took a 45 minutes break. Alright. So good. Good. So the said So we know the total time taken based on laying each tile would be 360 minutes, right? 90 tiles at 4 minutes a tile at 360. The said now from the question, after he laid each set of 30 tiles, so it's 90 tiles now, so we need to find out how many sets of 30 we get from 90. So this basically says 90 tiles take away 30. This is 1 brick, which is equal to 45 minutes. That will leave us with 60. After now, he could take now a next brick, which is 1 brick again, which is 1 set of 45 minutes. 30 we have remaining here now, and then this here now was the last set of 30 tiles. So he did 90 tiles in total. So after the first 30, he took a break. Next now, the second set of 30, to put down a total of 60 tiles, he take a break. And then when he put on the last set of 30, that's when he finished to make the 90. So you don't have to take a break here because he completed the job already. Alright? So there's only 2 sets of 45 minutes break he took. Alright, so what we need to do now, to the time taken here, it would be the 360 minutes add 45 minutes. Add 45 minutes. Because the last set of 30 tiles he put on, he had done the job after, so he didn't need to take a break. He stopped there now. So it's 2 sets of break he took in between to spread that 30 tiles. Alright, so 45 at 45 is 90, 360 at 90 is 450. So it's 450 minutes it took to spread this 90 tiles. Question asks now, at what time did he finish laying the tiles? So what time did he finish? So from this information, he started at 8:40 a.m. So now we want to convert this now 450 minutes into hours and minutes. So we take now time in hours and minutes. It will equal to 450 divided by 60, because 60 minutes equal to 1 hour. Alright, so 450 divided by 60. Alright, and that will give us 7 4s is 42 to T, good, 7.5 hours, which is equal to 7 hours 30 minutes. So he started now at 8:40 a.m. Alright, so we're gonna check the time he finished now. So time finished is equal to 8:40 a.m. plus 7 hours. So 8:40 to 9:40, 9:40 to 10, 10 to 11, 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3. So I'll give you 3:40 p.m. 3:40 p.m. add 20 minutes to go to the nearest whole hour. Will give you 4 p.m. Alright, and 4 p.m. add 10 minutes to make up the 30 minutes here. Will give us 4:10 p.m. So the time we finished would be 4:10 p.m. Alright, so again, Mervyn started to tile a room at 8:40 a.m. He took 4 minutes to lay each tile. After he laid each set of 30, not just 30, each set of 30 tiles, he took a 45 minutes break. Mervyn laid a total of 90 tiles. At what time did he finish laying all the tiles? So what we did first was calculate the total length of time taken. That would be the 90 tiles by 4 minutes per tile. That's 360. Then we had to factor in the 2 breaks that he took in between laying this 90 tiles, which is 45 minutes each, which would give you 90. That's 450 minutes in total that he took, including the break and everything. We converted that 450 minutes into hours and minutes, and we got 7 hours and 30 minutes, so 7.5 hours. And we added on that to the time we started, which is 8:40. So 8:40 add 7 hours is 3:40 p.m. 3:40 p.m. plus 30 minutes is 4:10 p.m. So good. Number 33. Number 33 states, in the diagram below, AB is a line of symmetry. Shade 2 squares to complete the symmetrical shape. Alright, so you need to shade in this shape here, the square here, and this one here. Alright, and it will give you a symmetrical shape. Alright, and then we have an incomplete hexagon. And we know a hexagon has 6 sides. A, B, C, D, E, F is shown on the grid below. Insert the point C on the grid such that the hexagon has 2 right angles. Right angles is equal to 90 degrees, also known as quarter turns. And draw a line to complete the hexagon. So I had completed here already. Let me point it in here for you. So from here to here, and from here to here. Alright, label point C. Alright, that's one way you could have done it. Number 35. Olivia scored 86, 90, and 70 in 3 tests. She can earn a grade A if her mean score is at least 80. What is the lowest score she can obtain on the 4th test to earn a grade A? So good. So we know now that the average score to get a grade A is 80. That is after doing 4 exams, 4 tests. So we want to calculate now what would be the sum, again, if you need to find the unknown, which is what we have to do here, to obtain the marks for the 4th test. So we want to find the unknown, you always find the sum. So therefore, we want to calculate the sum of the 4 tests, which would be the mean, which is 80, multiplied by 4. 8 4 is 32, add the 0, 320 marks. Needs to be, there's the total marks there, right? Now we want to calculate the sum of the 3 marks that they give us, which is 86 plus 90 plus 70, which is equal to 246. To calculate the 4th test score, that would be the total, which is 320, take away 246. That will leave us with 74. So she needs to score a minimum of 74 in the 4th exam. And number 36, now we have our block graph. So the block graph below shows the number of tickets sold by students at a school. So we have number of tickets and number of students. Alright. So good. Question asks, how many students sold at least 3 tickets? At least 3. So that would be 3 and above, which would be this set here. So we know now that would be 10. Here would be 5. So if here's 5, and we know this is 5 here, that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that is 5, 6, 7. This one would be 7. Alright, so how many students sold at least 10? It would be 10 plus 5 plus 7, which is equal to 22 students.